Welcome back to map 3, guys. Esports Championship Series. This is the second series of the day. Virtus.Pro and Dignitas tied on 1 apiece. We head to Mirage as the decider map.
Good map for both teams.
Yes.
Although Dignitas didn't really show up to the second map, they did look very strong on Cobble.
Yes.
Hopefully this will be a close game coming up and we'll see some excellent Counter-Strike being presented to us.
Yes.
That's all you need to know.
No. You also need to know that, well, maybe they don't need to know that. Let's not go there. Let's just get ready. I was going to throw you under the bus, Henry, but I won't.
Okay.
Because we've got more bus throwing, driving, I don't know, something along the lines of Counter-Strike coming up next. Look, Mirage, you're right, is a map that both teams decent on, but again, I think the highlight of the series has been, Yanko touched on it, lack of a stable AWP on Dignitas. Huge issue.
Yes, I would
Let's
agree.
get Nico back, bro.
Yeah? Bring him back?
Nah, just kidding. Let's not do that.
This is one of the maps, though, MSL can be fairly decent on, though, especially on the CT side. He actually works the picks towards connector and actually does move around with it. So we'll see what he can bring to the table. It looks like the pistol is about to start, so we'll get into this one right away. So it's going to be VP on the T side. I assume Dignitas won the knife, so they'll be on the CT side here. And we'll see what kind of buys are coming in for both teams. You can see, actually, I think it's 5 sets of armor.
I do see 5.
There it is for Dignitas.
Your eyes are horrible. Didn't you bring your glasses today?
I did, but we can see off the screen behind us. So.
True. There is 5 sets of armor, though, and 1 utility player in the form of Bialy, who has the smoke, looking to throw that out toward the A side, but it's all just a stalemate because they're not actually going toward A. They're setting up right now at the top of middle and in the underpass with snacks to try and divide the map.
Well, he's going to be searching for information. His MSL looking around, seeing what he can do here, but so far it's going to be him falling back. Did spot 2 players towards top of middle. Now VP making their way towards short with a bomb as well. A little bit apprehensive though, as the CTs are starting to catch on as to what's going on here.
Try and push through said smoke. That's the one that Bialy threw, the only one that was on the map. KRB was waiting. Snacks goes down, but he's overwhelmed. Bialy finds the refrag. I think in the open, they're going low on HP, and Rubino's able to take down Bialy, dropping in from the Palace position. Rubino's going to go further than that. They need to cross back over onto the bomb site. There's 2 players on CT stairs to stop them. And 1 still out toward mid if they try and change their positioning. And the bomb is in the hands right now of Taz. He's with 94 HP. But unfortunately, Pasha's not in a position to help him out. Taz manages the first kill. Have to find the second one to Rubino quickly because soon, very, very soon, Tensky will come back into the picture from mid. And Pasha's fading away from this. 34 seconds. They pretty much commit to A at this point in time. But they don't have the grounds to plant the bomb.
25 seconds remain. Taz and Pasha. But it's Tensky with the great position here. Nice crossfire from Spawn, but Rubino rotating back towards the vent, but what a shot there was. Takes the bomb down as well. Nice low HP player. Double headshot there for Tensky. Great stuff from him to finish the round off. That's going to be Rubino and him. That tag team combo to finish things off. And VP with other plan, you'd assume will be force buying into this next round, but it was a great start for VP there. Had some good control of the map, but unable to finish things off when it came down to it. So after a disappointing second map there, Dignitas has come back into this one fighting. Here comes the force buy from VP. 2 smokes as well. They'll be heading towards A, which is almost default right now for the force buys. We'll see where they're going to be going. All 5 players will make it 4 now towards the B apartments. Snacks working towards the underpass. And we have got Config jumping with the scout towards B. So he's just looking for info here, chuck a decent nade down. KRB does spot a player towards underpass as well. He's going to know what kind of fire they've got as well, so he can kind of fall back and rest and gather the intel.
KRB. The back of this pistol win tries to spot out the players at top mid, changes his attention toward the underpass, and that's the correct call because he will find snacks. Tensky and MSL immediately going to chime in afterward. Alley though, he's gone low. It's Neil with the only frag. He's got the bomb below him, but he still has a lot of work to do trying to come out a window right now. And MSL not going to face him directly, leaves Tensky to do so, and that's a bit peculiar because Tensky was low on HP, so kind of. Speaking of buses and throwing and Henry G's, that was kind of throwing him under the bus.
Well, Dignitas holds strong in the second round. VP once again not planting the bomb, so it's going to be a full eco coming in this time. It's just Neo who's got reasonable cash. You'd assume he'll be AWPing going into that first gun round. You can see Dignitas now can keep the scout and the MP9 and P90 as well. We'll see what they bring to the table this round. You should assume it's a pretty clean sweep, a 3-0 coming in. That was the round that only could inflict any sort of danger here. And there he is, round number 3. VP now edging the bomb towards the B apartments, but it's going to have to take some sort of miracle play here to try and get that planted. We'll see what they've got in store for us.
Yeah, waiting for this push, though, from KRB isn't going to be granted easily. because he's falling back here with the MP9. Config jump shot does hit Taz the initial peak. Down to 1 HP, Taz. I want a 1v5 clutch with Taz on 1 HP.
With a Glock?
Yeah, it's all I want for Christmas, Daddy.
We'll see what we can do, Princess.
Oh, God. I am not Sir Scoots. As Kirby is going to take down Neo, fall back into the site. He's now got 2, so now I want to see a one-on-one with Taz and Kirby at the end of that 1-on-5, 1 versus 2.
This is for now. Taz still on 1 HP. Maybe I found the first pick. The Kirby has been taken down to very low health himself. Config, aggressive position. Doesn't land the shot, but still has the Tech 9. Can do some serious work here. It's going to be Tensky backing him up in short as well, but Config coming to life now with that Tech 9. Trying to finish off the final kill here. Can't quite do it. Does a lot of damage on towards Pasha. He's left on 8 HP. But that's going to be it. They're looking for the knife, it seems. I'm not really sure what they were hoping for, but Tensky finishes things off. 3-0 does come in. That round was only going that way, to be honest, considering the buy they had. But here we go then. First gun round comes in. VP with the AKs. 5 of them, in fact, or as we kind of alluded to before, with Neo's higher amount of cash. So they will have smokes, flashbangs, just one Molotov on the edge. So we'll see what they can bring to the table here. This looks like a standard mid-play tactic coming in. Bomb towards B apartments, shortly go towards underpass. And we've got Bialy holding towards A.
MSL, AWP getting aggressive. 2 SMGs kept for Kirby and Rubino. Get that AWP in toward apartments though. If B can find anything, they've got it for bait and switch. They've got it so it shoots. They try and overwhelm it, and the rifle's there in the hands of Config. Which tells you right now that an AWP and a rifle on the B site means that A has 2 SMGs occupying it. Rubino and Kirby both inside of that site. So they have to play closer angles, which they are doing out toward the A ramp.
First kill comes in. It's Bialy taking down Config there. That's the pick they needed. Now edging their way towards the B site. There was aggression from the CTZ, trying to hunt any sort of information they can, but MSL trying to hold strong with the scout. Does spot 1, but takes a ton of damage there. Goes down to 16 HP. Actually, the AWP he's got there, so he did upgrade.
Yeah, he grabbed that after Config lost it, but MSL only managing the 1 kill initially on Pasha. He's traded. That opens up the B site. Early rotation toward checkers. Tensky's in position, but he can't do anything to stop the bomb plant. So it'll be 3 versus 3 on the retake. 2 kits up. Still a smoke for Tensky as well, which he's now going to deploy toward Taz. Cut off his vision toward the window at checker. Give them more of an entry point. The alley inside of the site, and Rubino already pushed back at catwalk. Means that it effectively comes to Kirby to do the damage. He's got the first on to the alley, but with Rubino dropping, he's going to fade away early.
There it is. VP will take their first round here. It was that bonus mentality from Dignitas. They had MP9, P90, and did upgrade to an AWP, but wasn't enough this time. So Taz does come down to a 1-on-1, but the bomb will be exploding here. Kirby just going to be saving his AK-47. And Taz staying alive, obviously saving the AWP himself. So there it is, VP with a standard play almost. It was Dignitas trying to force the issue there, pushing the B apartments, trying to make something happen. VP found that first frag, and they do indeed find the first round as well. But Dignitas should have enough money to buy into. This is just MSL who's struggling here. He's got 2K, so he'll probably upgrading to make a 5-7 or a Deagle. And actually, you get the AWP drop to him, so they're going to be redistributing the wealth. Config still yet to buy. There it is. Does get the M4 here. So still got 5K on him as we go to round number 5. This is a chance now to reset VP after taking 4 players down as well. Snacks on the AWP, trying to work that first pick. Change of setup here. They did send 3 players towards the B apartments. This time it's more focused towards A.
Marcel hoping that smoke will dissolve and present something on the other side of it. It's Pasha who's already made it to the boxes. Snacks granted position easily as well as MSL's come back over toward jungle to watch Palace, but he's already crossed. Battle of patience at this position because if Snacks goes back, MSL's waiting for that. Good shot from Snacks, gets Kirby first. Great reaction from MSL to take down Neo. Rather takes Taz as well. Bombs drop, nearly finds a third. And Pasha inside the site has 1 back, but this is all coming down to MSL. And unfortunately, despite the heroics to start it off, Bialy's the one to drop him. But the bomb is still down inside of the site. And the Molotov nearly moved Snacks at the start of it, keeps him alive. He's still on 35 HP. And they will recover the bomb, but Bialy has Rubino yet to find. Oh, and he's considering the flank, going to bait it out, but looking the wrong direction, has to turn back in time, and thankfully Rubino doesn't go for the full face, but spots up the jump. It's still going to be Bialy to find the kill, turns back and spots Config. They should be able to triangulate his position, cover this off. The quick flash lets Bialy cross over for the plant, but Snacks needs to go for the face, and he will.
Lovely stuff. There was MSL opening things up with that great all play towards the steps area. Once he got the bomb down, he thought that was the round tied up. Had he found that third kill, could have been a completely different story there. He had about 2 or 3 different chances that had taken that kill, but just couldn't land the shot there. Pasha finally found him, and that fake plant from VP actually won them the round there. You can see Rubino trying to stop it going down. He sort of gave his position away, completely going for the full spray, and wasn't able to find the kill. So now, after winning 2 rounds in a row, VP have broken the cash Dignitas. I was going to say that kill should be coming into MSL, but he goes down to 1 HP actually, and the nade finishes him off. So 5 and 4, but this round almost certainly going in favour of VP. As Tensky does go on 1, but there it is. Taz coming in and performing with the AK. And it's going to take 2 players down for VP, but ultimately a very clean round for them. And I'll have a look at the cash now for Dignitas. Still have enough to buy. Rubino on the AWP this time. I assume we'll be swapping around to MSL. Like I said, MSL can be very effective on this map. Unable to hit that 3rd shot in the last round, but showed his worth.
Worth his weight in gold. MSL going to go back toward the window as well this time with the AWP. Jumps down. He's actually going to get aggressive on this. They've got the cat smoke deployed, so he's going to cover the off angle inside a connector. Doesn't want to push too far up. Gets caught. Could be a huge issue. He's got support system in place now as well because they've brought a player on the catwalk as well as someone to his right. Tensky's going to play that swing on catwalk as well so he can watch off toward B. Snacks though, look at this. Just what? Waiting. It looked like he had the shot all day and somehow MSL gets in a position to take him down. You would have thought Snacks was so patient in that position, and Dignitas find an early first pick that's not recovered. Now they can just sit back. They can get complacent. Rubino and Kierby, crossfire already set up in the A site, and Kierby just checking off to make sure no one's going to apply pressure immediately onto the ramp. Puts more focus onto the Palace, and MSL finds a 2nd kill.
Yeah, I told you he was handy on Mirage, and it's paying off so far. 2 kills for him, 5 on 3. Time ticking away for VP now. Bomb in no man's land. It's making its way towards T-spawn now. They're trying to work out where they can go with this. Still have smoke grenades and molotovs as well, so it's not over just yet, but just a massive struggle. This will be a bit of a throw from Dignitas to give this round away, but here it comes. VP will be making their way towards lower ramp. Have got a player in towards Palace as well. Next pick going to mean everything. Kiabi is going to be facing, but he should be okay. Neo is towards the lower ramp, so he does spot Taz, and now that'll be the game given up. Yeah, does find Rubino, and there's a window of opportunity here.
A window that's going to soon be closed. Smokes out. Tensky behind them, but they got Kierby still on the stairwell trying to find vision. He's going to do exactly that, and Bialy's dropped the bomb. MSL going to try and hold the angle, make sure no one gets to it, but he doesn't even need to come into it because Tensky and Kierby are the ones getting all the kills.
Lovely stuff there. MSL once again finding 2 frags. That opened up the map. We can see the money now for VP has been eroded down. You can see Neo and Pasha, 1,500 each. They'll be on towards Tech 9s. And they have got 3 AK still. Actually, a Galil drop coming in, so it's not such a bad buy, all things considered. So 1 Tech 9. They have got smoke grenades as well, 4 of them. 1 of them just used towards middle. And MSL looking incredibly sharp right now. Really looking to get more frags here. Pasha does cross towards middle behind the smoke. We'll see if there's anything available here for MSL. Backed up by Kiabi for now, but 2 players coming from underpass.
Kierby that's going to fall back inside of the site. Snacks going to work through this smoke, push it regardless. There's one on the top of connector as well, so they can get inside and hold this position, but they're going to get pushed. Oh, it's a careless push. There's 2 players there, and Taz and Neo, who finds Tensky on catwalk, get the kills to make this all in favor of Virtus.Pro. Bialy's there to take Rubino immediately afterward. Yeah, exactly. Let's hope his config is good.
Yes, that's
good enough.
That works. Well, I don't think he's got any footing in towards the round, but that shot definitely helps him stay alive here. Taz waiting to see if he is going to be evacuating through the B apartments there. I think he has spotted them towards the bench now, so config surely going to be taken down there. There it is. Taz with a headshot to finish things off. Brings in to 4-4 now, so VP bouncing back after a couple of rounds going against him. It actually reset the money for Dignitas. A couple of close rounds and investment into AWPs has left them broken here. It's going to be Rubino and Kiabi on around 2k, so they could get some upgraded pistols. That's probably about it. But Snacks back on towards the AWP. Won't have the same challenges this time. Should be a 5-4 coming in.
Oh, it's Avin toward connector this time. Make sure there's no push from Dignitas. We're trying to utilize that position time and time again to hold on to middle. That's config that goes down at the hands of Taz. MSL refacing it to see who's still out there. Well, it's Pasha. And he's got the angle with the AK. On top of the boxes, no less. Why not? Towering above all others.
4 versus 4. Well, 4 plays 4 in the score of the game, but it's going to be a 5 versus 1 now. As Rubino is the last player remaining. Is towards the connector, takes down Pasha as well. Ooh, Vicky could have got a double for that one, but just manages the headshot and not find a frag. So VP pretty commanding victory in that round. And we go into number 10 now. The money's not going to be amazing, you know, for Dignitas. They can get an AWP, but it'll be very loose buy. Won't have the armor to accompany it. Config's just working out how he's going to approach this situation. Not going to be going for the orb. So MSL has been finding them a lot of rounds. Will actually just be back to an M4. They've got 1 kit and a lack of incendiaries here. So just going to come down to the smoke grenades. We haven't seen any hyper-aggressive rounds from Dignitas yet. It's been quite far back in passive play from them. Snacks with the AWP towards underpass now, and Pasha has got towards the top and middle.
Snacks lost this battle last time to MSL. Came down with a slow peak. I'm not sure if Pasha, or rather, excuse me, Snacks was looking at his mini-map or sleeping, maybe, you know.
Possibly.
Snorlax, Snacks. But it was definitely slow reactions for MSL to pick up the kill that time. Snacks goes a little bit more passive. Now he's going to look toward the apartment, but still no pick found. Smoke out, Config. That's the last smoke on the CT side.
This is a problem now. As you can see, VP do have incendiaries and flashbangs and HEs. They're going to have the advantage going into these situations, but crossfires have been established. Rubino gets the first kill as well on towards Taz. Neo going to be pushing through the connector with the flashbang. What a kill it is to get as well. Takes down himself. There's a leg shot on towards Kiabi, but it's Dignitas delivering the goods here, as they are going to be falling back once they've gained that information.
Good pickup from Neo, though, because when he walks out connector, he finds 2. One in flames is Kiabi, who gets trapped in, and the other toward Palace is going to open this up. Sight. Bomb in the hands of Bialy, not yet fully occupied or established. They go for the 1-1 trade, which means it's now down to the 1-1, but the bomb in the open, and Neo sitting on only 12 HP with not much ground to walk on. Tensky had all the information. Back and forth affair. We sit on 5 still.
You're absolutely right. VP looking like we're going to bounce back into that one, but I think this has now Famuses, AKs, and the scout and config. Money's pretty tight for both teams. You can see Taz with no grenades whatsoever. Just 5 AKs for them, no orbs. Config. Got to rattle through the smoke there. From MSL, doesn't land any damage just yet, and Pasha aggressively making his way out towards middle.
He's going to go back up the ladder as well and just hold the position so that they can't occupy the catwalk, but they just want connector because they're going to try and approach with the split onto the A site, and Pasha's done an excellent job through connector already. He can cover off window. Config, shoulder showing, needs to be careful. It's such a hard thing to do to crawl through that vent, and Pasha gets a little bit too curious. And unfortunately, that's what killed the cat, Henry.
Indeed. And now it's going to be 3 versus 2. Tensky doing what he can though from connector, avoiding the flames just about. Bomb has been planted though. It's in the open, and it's up to Config. Can he find something out of this? We're going to have 1 player towards the lower ramp there. Taz and Neo left in this 2-on-2 situation. Oh, no. And that's a really nice play from Config there. Now, just up to Neo. Can he make this happen?
Config buys them so much time and makes this possible. He's going to hold off on Neo. Gets there just in time as well because the kit just got to the bomb in the form of Tensky. He was the only one holding one, so they had to switch that out. Really well done from Config.
Absolutely. Really solid work from him. And the VP now, even after getting the bomb down, look a little bit weaker now. They can go for Galils or Tech 9s, but I think going for the bigger picture here, just a partial buy would suffice, absolutely. But Dignitas still trying to stabilise their money. Unable to get the AWP out once again as we go into round number 12. Config stepping up massively. He was the only player that really performed on cash. Continuing that in the big rounds as we go into round number 12. It should be Dignitas taking this one pretty cleanly. You can see VP will be setting himself up towards smokes and middle and trying to maybe potentially swarm into the connector area, maybe towards short. MSL can hit the footsteps on the smokes going off now.
Neo does draw down after getting that initial kill. It's Tensky. Oh, they're touching. Who's going to realize first? They end up going by each other. Tensky hasn't found him yet, and he goes back inside the ladder room. He's given up so much noise, they have to clue in eventually, but he's gotten away from it. And Pasha's going to be hot on his heels, but now he's jumped out the window. That's so frustrating. Pasha's going to be wondering where in hell he went. Where in God's name could he have escaped to that quickly? But he may still get a gift. MSL not looking, turns back, nearly gets the shot with the AK, but now it's a gift for Pasha. A rifle to work with in the 1-on-3. Flash out the window, bomb down on the site, but good shot from Config.
There it is. Dignitas coming to life now. VP should be able to stabilise the money somewhat. Snacks won't be on that AWP. but they do have managed to get the AKs back out once again. Dignitas getting back into this very convincingly, I have to say. The rifle setup working well for them. Like I said before, we haven't seen that hyper-aggression yet from them. Not pushing up towards middle. A lot of teams will start doing that, especially around this sort of point now. You'd assume VP will be changing up their mentality. They're starting to lose a few rounds in a row. But Dignitas sticking to their guns so far. No one wanting to change things up. Maybe a change of pace right now as they are edging in towards the lower ramp. A flash over could be very effective right now. Two players making their way towards the lower ramp, but not going to be committing. Neo gets a first kill, taking out MSL, and I think Taz did spot Kiabi there. Not going to be pulling the trigger just yet.
Flash in. Taz nearly gets pushed, but they do know Pasha's in connector. They haven't spotted Neo, who's got window. So they overextend for Neo, trying to look for Pasha. And it's Rubino that has to come up large inside of the site. Finds the first, looks for number 2 at the top of the ramp. It's Bialy instead, though. Tensky far away, flames only in front, no smoke, tries to fire through, but at this point in time, already weighing their options, which are limited in the fact that the bomb is now down for Virtus.Pro. 2 low HP players make it 1. Neo gets caught out. Snax is still on 16. A good post plant setup right now. They're going to go for this. Tensky looking through the smoke of the connector. Has not facing this. Snax inside a sandwich. Config's just behind, but they've got about 3 or 4 seconds longer before they have to decide to fall away from this.
This is it now. Tensky and Config. I think they will be going for the save. It's just too much of a tall order in this sense. So we'll be saving the M4s here. It's been a very back and forth affair this game. Both teams running strong in the rounds. They're getting the opening kills as well. No huge clutches coming into the play right now, but Tensky and Config saving their weapons. And that's round number 13 going in favour of VP. And Config somehow getting that kill, bit of smoke, full spray, why not? And actually, that's quite important. You see that's affecting the money. If Dignitas were somehow to win this round, that actually affects things going forward. So MSL finally getting back in that order. That's important, Matt. He was very influential at the beginning stages of this game, finding 2 frags consistently, and now he's back onto it. We've seen him go towards connector and towards the window. I'd like to see him mix it up a little bit, maybe go towards
Catwalk.
B. We'll see. I would be calling right now go towards the B apartments, but it looks like you're right. Be going towards short here. He's been smoked out consistently, so he's going to be changing his position up. Flashes over and could get that first pick on towards Pasha, but he just about doesn't catch him there.
Timing, though, but he still gets the angle inside of the ladder room. Pasha's caught in the open. No man's land it is. They need to now will go down to join that of Config because Neo has got the refrag. MSL needs to turn back. He's limited off by the smoke bombs already planted. Very fast round from Virtus.Pro. Rubino completely limited. Flash comes through the window. Smoke on the doorway. MSL up on top of the bricks. Doesn't spot the player down below. Taz, who manages a kill, nearly gets away with it as well, but Kirby there. And as you mentioned, this is a big round for Dignitas. If they can win this, they'll force 15 to be a save for Virtus.Pro and potentially 9-6 to half. But as it sits right now, Virtus.Pro all about to tie this up. They've got it down to just Rubino, and he's going to save.
Absolutely. Rubino, no choice but to save his M4. It's VP coming out trumps here. Even though MSL found that opening pick once again on towards Pasha, they capitalized, went towards the B side, split it effectively, and you can see them hunting now. The money's not too much of an issue now. We're going to the last round. They know they've got enough to play with, so they're trying to work out where the last CT is, but Rubino will be surviving. And it's 7-7. Everything's tied up, and the money really is a problem for Dignitas going into this one. $1,900, second stage loss bonus. So Rubino's the only person with a rifle right now. MSL gets the deagle, but judging from what I can see so far, this is VP winning this half. They've got the all back out on Snax, full buys across the board. And Dignitas need to pull out some magic here. It's with the last round of the first half. Pushing up towards middle. Like I said, we didn't see any of this in the actual gun rounds here. Pasha gets that first kill very easily indeed. And now Tensky going to be naded horrifically towards the window and goes under 41 HP. Kiabi trying to push out connector, get the deagle shot, but not going to happen this time. MSL somehow gets a 1 deagle onto Bialy. Comes into a 4-on-4.
Still a minute and 25 to try and make this work. Virtus.Pro.
Sorry, I forget it's on the shot.
It's all right. Pasha's got the shot. They are going to double face this, though. He's down low, 16 HP. Push with the flash. Not going to reface on top of that. Smoke off. Trying to buy himself some room to breathe. And thankfully, that smoke went down because the Molotov forced it out of position. But it's there to cover him. Tensky, though. He had to pick up that second kill. Could have made this round all too easy because look how low Pasha and Paz have gone on MSL. He's going to hunt for Pasha, but is the timing going to be correct? He's spotted up. Pasha gets the kill, and it's all left to Config.
Not really much he can do in that scenario, though. 3 versus 1, and Dignitas up against the ropes in terms of the buy. It's going to be Pasha and Co finishing things off in the 3 versus 1. 8 to play 7 in the first half. And Dignitas, after winning the pistol there, actually went up 4 versus 3. It was very back and forth. The team's actually finishing up on it 7-7 before VP took that last round. So interesting half, but VP do come out on top, and that's going to help them tremendously. Pistol going to mean everything for Dignitas. We talked about their CT sides being stronger today across the board, but yeah, I was hoping it was going to be a little bit stronger than that after winning the Pistol and getting the 3-0 as well. It was all down to MSL, you know, like he was a player getting his opening frags consistently. As soon as he lost the AWP, that's when they started having a huge decrease in the number of rounds they were gathering. So
I think that's absolutely true. I mean, it was back and forth. You can see the numbers. There was 3 rounds that did go the way of Dignitas, but Virtus.Pro quickly brought that back. It was 3-3 at a point. But you're right, once the economy started to get a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, they did try one aggressive round. I remember it was when they had 2 players going towards the B apartments, looking for that first pick. They got punished for that, and it seemed like they never went back to that mentality once again. It's played standard passive rounds, but here we go. Then Pistol comes in. Taz is towards middle, going to be rattling off his P2000, seeing if he can find the first pick here. But MSL setting himself up for the smoke towards connector, and going to be smoking off towards short as well. So you'd assume it to be an A-sided attack, considering the bombs and pallets as well. A split, almost certain. As the smokes have landed, KRB will be going in first. There's the smokes landing. And Taz now forced to go back towards CT spawn. A split about to come in, but there's no CT players on the A side whatsoever. They're playing a full retake here, Matt.
KRB's going to try and cover this. Smoke push through, clear jungle. Bomb's already down, so Dignitas is full retake. 5 alive to shut it down, but 4 of them are heading towards CT stairs for Virtus.Pro. This is going to be explosive. There's 1 kit, it's in the hands of Neo. Pasha's still got a smoke to work with as well, and Taz finding the first kill. That smoke could immediately get on top of the bomb. Snacks, as if he walks through and finds that kill, but Taz gets MSL. Tensky responds. They do try and go for the smoke defuse, but they get the kill immediately on top of it. Tensky the last alive. Pasha, he's going to try and find the kit, but he's got to get on top of this soon. Regardless, now he does pick it up, but they need to win the duel. Tensky's already got it lined up. He takes Bialy down, the smoke's dissolved, and he's just able to tap onto Pasha.
Oh, what a round of finishings off there in the Pistol. It looked like VP on the retake was so successful there. I think it came down to a 3 versus 1, and Pasha, had he have found that kit, and with the smoke being there as well, they had a real chance of getting that one down, but the time he actually found it, it was too late. The smoke had dissipated, and Tensky capitalizes, and Dignitas pull things back to 8-8, winning the Pistol round. They go for 4 rifles here, config on the MAC-10, and VP, they normally do this. They won't be investing into the second round. They will just be taking the eco on the chin here. Just Taz, who upgrades to a P250. But that full retake actually looked very promising for VP. Just a little bit of a confusion, I'd say, towards the end there. But here we go then, VP holding off. Retake once again, going to be smoked out for now. And Rubino through the smoke finds a headshot on towards Bialy. Ponce A is now fully open as the bomb will be planted.
Eliminating their options. Okay. Config, all right, drive-by shooting, MAC-10, why not? You gangsta. Not gangster enough for Taz. Yeah. He's the real G.
He gets 1 kill, but that's all he's going to get this round. And to be fair, that has paid off his debts for the P250 investment, so that's absolutely fine. And it's going to be 9-8. Dignitas taking the lead now.
A Lannister always pays their debt.
Yes, whatever that means.
Don't get me started. Hey, April 24th, put it on your calendar.
Is that your birthday?
We just had my birthday.
I know.
It's the return of Game of Thrones, Henry.
Oh, cool.
Sincere, I like it.
Anyway, this should be a throwaway round here. You can see 4 grenades purchased with VP. A lot of teams will do this throwing towards the lower round. You see quite a lot of damage actually being inflicted. It's going to be a bit of a struggle now making their way to the 8th side. They're heavily committed to this side of the map. They're also the MSL taking out Pasha, but Snack's got a real chance there. And it's going to be Rubino burning his teammates alive there. It's still a 4 versus 2 in favour of the Danes. There's Taz and Bialy now with the P250s, trying to do what they can. Just Taz remains now. Although it looks like a little bit of an interesting round with the damage inflicted at the start, ultimately Dignitas recover, get the bomb planted and find all the frags as well. So here comes the first real gun round. You can see how strong the VP money is. As I said before, they didn't invest fully into that second round, so they have more to play with now. Definitely gives them the AWP, and we see these inconsistencies with who is the AWPer for VP. We talk about this quite a lot when we cast them. It seems like it changes almost every map and every tournament, just depending on the scenario. This time it will be Pasha having a go. He'll be going towards window. Smoke presumably going to be coming in, taking his vision away. Molotov towards connector as well. That kind of gives them some opportunity here to gain the mid control we speak about so much. Pasha though staying towards the window, seeing if anyone will give him an opportunity.
Got it held for the wide side, but the smoke in front of him now. Common smoke. Takes away the vision late. That gives them the mid control, the mid push, but Neo's going to watch this from catwalk and Config. He wants to face this, dodges the flash Neo, but they're both blinded up, and thankfully so, because Config had him right, because Neo could not turn fast enough. This gives them the ladder. They don't necessarily want all of the catwalk away from Neo. They just want the map control, and they've established that much at the very least. Flashback into that smoke from Neo, but it's not going to expose anyone. Let's spawn up Kirby. Good shot. Great shot. Headshot from that M4. And now MSL has to come up with a plan.
Decent nade as well into the ladder room. Does land on Config's feet. Does 25 damage. And he's aware they are in that position as well. So we have got an A split potential coming in here. You can see one player in the form of Rubino. He is towards the Palmer's area. The lurker for Dignitas. Tensky just trying to sell something towards the B side here. They're not really sure where they'll be going with this. They still have control of that ladder room position. Could go up towards short and do a B split here, but it's all to Rubino. If he can show some presence and find a kill, perhaps that could do something. And right now it's a stalemate. No one making the next move here. This is a lovely little setup from VP. I actually like this a lot. Taz going to be baiting in the player. Rubino, that's the lurk. Not really working out, so you assume the B play coming in right now.
It is MSL to take back Snacks. Give them a chance. Clawing back into this first gun round as well. Neo's waiting. Neo's so patient. He's got the bomb down. Tensky's got the response, but they need to make this call. They're not looking. Config will. He walks back around and thankfully drops it, but no bomb plant. No utility. They've got to go for the pillar plant, not default. It's closed off and it's limited, and Pasha's got 2 quick shots. It was a desperate play to get the bomb down, but what a shot from Pasha.
Lovely stuff from him to finish things off there. I really like that setup from VP. We had Neo boosted up in the corner. As long as you have enough players there to kind of take the attention away from you. You saw he only got 1 kill for it, but he delayed them so much by stopping the planter there. That means the CTs have time to actually rotate in, and Pasha, with stellar play from the kitchen, manages to find the final 2 AWP frags there. So, although Dignitas do lose the round, they still have ample amount of cash here. 5 AKs come in and lots of grenades as well. So you can see it's actually VP feeling the pressure a little bit more. Max 7 comes out and a Famison towards Neo. 2 kits missing, but Pasha still has the AWP. So that's the one thing they have a heavy advantage. But this is what I was looking for from Dignitas. This aggression towards the start of the round. Bialy gets the first kill, takes an MSL, and they're still going at this as well. Does manage to dink one more. An exchange of frags coming in, left, right, and center. Config does get the third, and it's going to be a 3 versus 3 now. So Dignitas, even though losing 2 players, it's still an equal situation. I'd say that does favour.
What is this?
What? I don't know what that is.
What is? I've never seen this one before.
They're like floating terrorists in the air.
It looked like it. There was some sort of texture that stuck with us, but thankfully Taz is relieved of that distraction because he's taken down by Rubino, who now sits with 16 HP. Bombs planted. 2 players coming from connector, both of whom have kits, both of whom have nades, and both of whom have 100 HP. Molotov may change that slightly, but Rubino's got to be so careful. He needs to distract as well. If he can put Config in a better position, this crossfire becomes viable. He walks out, but Config needs the first. Now they're there. It's a double up play, and Pasha was far enough back that he hits the no-scope. And he's going to get the defuse as well. We're knotted up again.
Now we saw the aggression coming in from VP to kick things off there. Like I said, though, Dignitas, I would say, came out on top, but it's Pasha with the 2 frags and the clutch to finish it off. And that, I was about to say, surely he's going to break Dignitas at this point, but the bomb going down gives them an extra injection of cash, so they will be forcing into this once again. You can see Tensky will just be on a Tech 9, Config on a Galil, so this will probably be the last round they'll have before being onto the full eco, but still 10-10 now. Scout comes out with Snacks, interesting enough. I guess he's just reading the money situation pretty well, seeing what he can do here. Pasha wanted to jump out the window there, but thought better of it. Now on the 21 now.
Yeah, it's usually not a good idea to jump out windows, Pasha. No need. Reconsider. Everything's going to be okay.
I agree.
But he is down to 63 on some spray through the edge of the smoke. Tensky's gone lower than that, but he's just trying to get some information. He's the one on the Tech 9. It's Config instead that'll find the kill on Snacks. And speaking of Tensky going low, he's got Neo even lower. He's got the kill because Naz just gets one back, but they've got the B site. Again, Pasha, though, is looking solid with this AWP, and there's no need for Config to make that play because now the bomb is over toward the bench, and they've got to recover that. When they had the site open, they could have had this planted already, and their post-plant is going to hell.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, but Rubino's trying to bring them back out. As it is a 2-on-2, he finds that kill towards short. Now, CT's coming in from both angles here. Taz does get the kill on Kiabi, up to Rubino, on towards the site. Not the best position. Needs to find the frag and the jump on the CTs here. They're actually right next to each other. I don't think they realise. Shots coming in. It's going to be Taz capitalising, and the defuse comes in from VP. So Dignitas, difficult. Oh, okay. You've got to defuse the bomb fully before you get off that, Bialy, but it's going to be fine. Don't worry. But Dignitas going in, the Tech 9 doing some serious work, and it was just Snacks on that scout who is unable to find the kills. But Pasha, once again, like you said, the bomb crossing towards the bench, that's a very interesting decision. I'm not sure why you would do that, considering he could have planted there. I'm not really sure. I guess he didn't really assume he had it. So VP take the lead now, 11 plays 10. They will be going for the partial buy here. So when you get to this stage of the loss bonus, you can justify leaving money about 2k mark and getting Tech9's armor and Desert Eagle on Tensky as well. So you can see now MSL setting up the smokes once again. That's a hell of a nade coming in from Pasha. There's so much damage. That's like 150 damage. As now they are forced to go towards short. He can hear them as well. Neo will be waiting for them. Pasha's out. And Pasha, horrible position now to be in with the AWP. After that successful bit of damage, you give up the AWP. And now, Eco Exchange coming in for the keys.
MSL's able to pick up an M4 as well, getting that kill on Catwalk. Still Bialy's there. He walks them out because it's going to be low HP for both. This puts Virtus.Pro now on to 12. The guns come back up, and do you think OT side up? Config. Collapse cannon.
I wouldn't recommend
I wouldn't
it.
either. I mean, Kirby could have bought that out more effectively for them, but yeah, I think this is the right call.
I think you're right. That would have been a difficult round for them had they done it. But I'd like to see them just go to like a set piece now. It seems like they're struggling against VP at the moment. They're firing on all cylinders right now. Pasha has been stepping up time and time again. To be fair though, it's in the clutch situations. They are getting the bomb down pretty consistently. But Pasha does want to continue his rampage here. Does get to the face towards the top of middle. Smoke is down. Seeing if he can spot anything through the gap he's got here. Mid control established for Dignitas once again, but Neo aggressive, seeing what is available. And the two players have snuck by and towards the connector. And Pasha, once again, I was about to say about being punished, but his teammate Taz stepping up massively there, finds 2 of the M4, and he wants more as well. Pasha, I'm not sure why you'd go for that, but it's a great shot regardless.
Bialy gets Rubino. That was such a well-executed play. Neo, you said it, they snuck by. You didn't see the head. You would have thought, all right, they're in connector, but Taz is there, knowing what happened to Pasha last round. And now it's 3 to go for Virtus.Pro to take the series away from Dignitas, a series that they were down at the start of on Cobblestone.
You're absolutely right. 13 plays 10, and another 4 spy coming in from Dignitas here. Galil's, AKs, and 1 Molotov and a flashbang, not a single smoke. That is a big problem on Mirage. This team, known for the way they dissect the map and actually take vision away with their smoke grenades, gonna have to rely on raw fragging power here. And it's looking like a contact A play is their only option.
Neo instead that's going to take down MSL. Derby wants to get in toward the site, but Pasha and Bialy shut them down immediately. Pasha's going to go further still with that AWP, having a whale of a game as he takes out Tensky, and it's Config, the last alive, quickly found by Taz.
That's going to be the money broken for Dignitas now. They're going to have, what, 3,400 coming in. So they can do the same sort of thing. Galil's, Tech9's, 1 AK and Tensky. But that distinct lack of utility is going to be a massive problem here. Round number 25, you can see Rubino, he's got the Tech9. They have got AKs, but
Double
2
up.
smokes. Oh, of course, there it is.
Double AWP.
This will be the set execution on A, I would assume. They need to get a bomb down here, make things uncomfortable with the CTs, try and push through the smokes.
Good nade. That actually landed right between Kirby and Config, 78 and 79 HP respectively. Bialy holding top ticket booth, does get one, has to pull away from this. Late Molotov means they do get out from Palace, and not only that, they take Taz and Bialy both on the way through, so Pasha is limited to the window, has to give up the plant. Rubino's far enough forward. This is actually looking good for Dignitas. A great stance. As Snacks jumping, trying to get the information. AWP in hand, looks for it, knows he's in the corner, but it's Rubino that wins the exchange. And it's left to just Pasha.
Well, he's been great in the clutches so far, but this might be a bridge too far. As he does take down MSL, but saving the AWP at this point would probably be the best protocol. Dignitas, I would say, is probably not worth hunting this down, considering where they are in terms of the money. Pasha knows this. Looks like he wants to find some extra kills here with the CZ in hand. 12 bullets ready to go, and he pulls his knife out at the worst possible time. Tensky takes him down, 14 plays 11, so something still to play for Dignitas here. Not out of it just yet. VP still trying to find series point. Still have cash available. Pasha has got the AWP once more, and you can see the rest of his teammates buying up with the rifles. Haven't got a single kit as of yet though. Taz can afford one. Is he going to buy one? Apparently not.
Why not?
Doesn't want a kit. If that comes back and haunts him.
Typical Virtus.Pro, right? We've seen this haunt them in the past. We've absolutely seen this exact decision. I feel like just because we said it, it is going to haunt them too, right? Isn't that how this works?
Well, we'll
Taz,
see.
no flash in, goes for a completely dry peek at top mid, and they follow that up. Neo gets the refrag, but there's 3 players there, and Dignitas again getting a lead out of this.
Yeah,
this is a bit peculiar.
I'm not a fan of that. That's such a difficult angle to face. If you're going to do that, you normally wait for the T's to cross, then you face. He manages to get 1 kill for it, but Dignitas taking a heavy advantage. And it's the 4 versus 3 now. AWP on Pasha needs to come up massively here, as there's so much time available, and Dignitas still have 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs, flashbangs as well, and VP just have 1 smoke remaining on Pasha. Difficult to deploy that as the AWP, so we'll see what his plan is here. Dignitas edging slowly but surely towards the B site, clearing out every single angle here, seeing if there's any aggression coming in from the CTs. We'll see what is waiting for them. Snacks towards short. We'll be spotting as well if Pasha gets the first kill on the Tensky.
There's going to be Pasha back in with another AWP up close. That was helped, in fact, by Snacks, who now finds Kierby, and at the round is turned. It's all on Rubino, but he's undetected, shows up late, needs to be careful. Smoke out, not his gun. And he's definitely drawn the attention of Pasha. Remember, the second member, we know exactly where he is. He does not. It's inside of Checker that he'll be playing. So the smoke covered off from Rubino means that he can get this bomb, but he's actually going passive because he's worried about a crossfire setup. And all the time that he lets that bomb sit in the open and not grab it, that smoke dissolves, but he's got the kills, and Rubino's got the clutch.
What a play from Rubino. That's kind of interesting from VP, facing those kind of angles when they didn't have to, and that's actually massive for Dignitas. You can see that's put VP onto an eco now. He hadn't even planted at that point. I'm not really sure why they're even giving opportunities to take shots like that, but there it is. He steps out massively and keeps him alive, at least for another round here. Actually, probably two, because you can see VP will just be getting P250s and USPs here. So this has got a few more twists and turns. Yeah, we're not done right now. Round number 27. Neo and Taz, the only players to invest anything with P250s. But this is it. It's coming right down to the wire in the final map here.
Dignitas, Rubino falling away. Have to be peculiarly aware of the fact that this is happening. Taz is pushed up. But is he going to look the correct direction? Taz, Rubino's got no idea. That's a free kill. That's an AK grab. But as soon as he clears out Palace, they need to be aware that this is heading over toward the B site, which is completely vacant at this point in time. And Kierby can't control the spray long enough to take down both. It was good damage done. On to Snacks, now Neo, but it's only one kill that he'll grab from that.
Yeah, it's Rubino. If you catch him, you can normally guesstimate that the rest of his teammates will be on the other side of the map. He's always lurking, trying to open up or get a lurk frag in, but it's going to be Tensky to find Pasha there. 3 versus 3 now as Config finds the next frag. Just Taz and Neo remaining now. They've only got the PT50. Taz has managed to salve an AK. At this point, I'd just say let's just save the AK. Neo can try and do what he can with the PT50 here, and it's very low HP on Config, but he somehow makes that kill work for him, and he will be picking up another weapon here. Taz giving his position away, but I don't think Dignitas will be challenging at this moment.
Double up the Molotov. Zeldo going to stay alive with Tensky, keep those AKs. Taz will do the same. I'll allow his team to buy around him. He could actually drop an AWP out.
He could.
Yep, done. God, I'm a genius, Henry.
You just know this game so well.
Don't condescend me.
I'm just agreeing with you.
You're patronizing me. That's rude.
I was agreeing. Pasha, though, 27 kills. We'll be going towards middle once again. No smoke deployed just yet, so he has got some vision here. No aggression from the CTs this time. And it's a very defensive round for Dignitas. We saw Taz get punished around before when he fully faced towards that area. So Dignitas are just holding up and seeing if that is a possibility once again. Smoke's coming towards short, keeping that vision away from the CTs. Pasha, though, staying towards his area. Same smoke coming in once again. I guess towards jungle.
The angle held. Pasha waiting for that wide side push. Dignitas not smoking it off this time. We've seen them do so in the past. Need to be careful, though, and MSL walks directly into it. Not even considering the possibility, but Pasha, he's got the Molotov in front of him, gets shot down on the way by. That puts him on 10 HP. Desperate situation, because if he'd been hit more accurately, that would have been an easy kill. Taz in shadow, though, as Rubino and Connector to watch, and Kierby nearly gets into his vision. That would have given away his position. Rubino's going to drop out a Molotov. Taz has to force to move. Can't get the shot on Kierby, and that allows the entry. Bialy will shut down one, but look at the HP. It's gone so low. Pasha, Neo, Bialy all below 50. Config sits as the big weight right now with 100, and it's bombed down with 3 men still up.
It's a connector plant as well. Great positions here for Dignitas and CVP on low HP as well. They've got kits, but there's no real control of the situation whatsoever. Kierby watching the vent. It's Config to take down Pasha. Perfect kill. Like I said, these positions are working so well for Dignitas here. Just be Bialy, but he gets taken down in the end. 14-14.
Wow.
And this could be it, you know.
Dignitas come back in late. 13-10 to 14-14. And this series is far from over.
Indeed.
Despite we're late into the third game, both teams buying, but only one of which successfully, you could argue, because it's going to be the force from Virtus.Pro. Double scout, CZ75, a single rifle for Bialy and Neo. He's onto a 5-7, and Bialy, or rather, excuse me, Pasha goes aggressive at mid, hits the first shot on a Config, but dies for his work, for his troubles, and unfortunately, yes, okay, Config's in pistol range, It's a man down they have to live with.
This is going to go right down to the wire. I'm surprised it is 4-5 from VP. I thought they'd be playing for overtime at this point, but it's scouts and pistols and 1M4 to try and keep them alive here. Dignitas one round away from series points. Snacks towards the B apartments, jumping up, trying to use that scout to its full potential there, but it's Dignitas going to slow things right down now. They're waiting for the reactions coming from the CTs. They want to force them to make the next mistake, as they are going to be edging into a B split as well. Like I said, Snacks with the scout jumping up. I'm not really sure he's about to get the headshot here, but if we'll get a decent nade.
For science, do it. Show us how physics work. He does. Headshot on Tensky. The nade as well has done decent damage. MSL's gone low, but he does get into the site deep, and he's got Snacks down. Kirby follows up. So despite that this HP's gone, they still make a case to get inside of the site. Flash through. Snacks able to fall back. Thankfully so, because he was about to be refaced by MSL, who now goes for the plant. And this rifle of Bialy is going to be so massive in this situation. Kirby flashes around, but he's early. He's looked away. Bialy hits the shot. He's down to just 66. It's enough. 2 versus 2, no kits. They need to act swiftly, Virtus.Pro. And MSL, again, I mentioned it, 10 HP, has to hold. And it's going to be Rubino with the first shot. Successful. Taz has no angle. He's giving up the information. MSL spotted him. He's got the headshot. It's going to be map point for Dignitas instead.
Who would have thought Dignitas coming back into this one? It looked like VP were just running away with the second half, but that force buy, I have to say, difficult to swallow for them. They're going to be going into round number 30 now with MP9, Mag 7, Bialy and Neo yet to buy, working out how they're going to approach this situation. But a scout comes out, Bialy, he'll get the M4. No kits once again. They've got a little bit of utility, but this should be Dignitas' round to win, and indeed the series as well. It's come right down to the wire here on Mirage. Snacks. This is a bold move towards the underpass. Flashbang comes in, could be timed perfectly here actually. I think Tensky would have had the flashbang. He does get a nice Molotov there. That's going to flush him out. He has to use his smoke, presumably. There it is.
Oh, smartly doesn't move. Tensky reads. That does still get the kill.
Okay. 5 and 4 once again. Dignitas now, they've got a huge advantage here. Just wait for the reaction from the CTs. Tons of time to play with. Get decent positions and wait for the CT reaction to come in.
Neo's pushed up. Neo, spots the head of Tensky, but can't land the shot. The scout falls back. Thankfully, doesn't get pushed from catwalk as he transitions, because that could have been the opening onto the B site. The Dignitas needed. He goes for the headshot again, but it's Tensky, AK in hand, and now it's a 5 versus 3. Virtus.Pro. This gets stressful. You can hear it in Henry's exhale.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit tense right now. But there we go then. 45 seconds. There's still so much time to play. They still have decent utility as well. We hit the 40-second mark. The CTs have no idea where the terrorists may be. They can't really justify pushing for information right now. But Bialy is going to face in the window. Needed to hit that shot. It's not going to happen. Convict takes him down. 5 versus 2 now. I think we know which way this is going. As Taz trying to do what he can on the A bomb side. It's not going to be enough. Only finds 1 kill. And now we have got Pasha remaining the last line of defense for VP.
Whoa, with the Mag 7 though. I was about to say it's Pasha. Let's not forget what happened on Cobble as he hits Kirby, but it's Config that'll close it. And Dignitas claw back late. They start off well. They take the first map, and this one looked like Virtus.Pro's, but 2-1 in this series. Yanko, what in hell went wrong at the end of that? Because Virtus.Pro had a 3-round lead. Economy was decent, and they just chisel away, and they go for that crazy force buy at 14-14.
They had a 14-10 lead, and then they lost 6 rounds in a row. Basically, well, I mean, it's unfortunate how they lost this game in the end after having that big lead, but you have to remember that they did lose both pistols in this game.
Sure. And
even, you know, in spite of that, they had a great first half, won a lot of rounds. I think it was 8-7 for them.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
So
keep in mind that they did win both pistols, but one was ecoed. So that kind of takes away the 3-round spread. The first one was.
No. 3-0 both halves.
I can't remember.
I think it was 1-1. Because the money bonus went up. We'll look into it. I might have you on this one.
Might, but probably not.
We'll see.
I mean, so it was great, and also Pasha having top ranking for VP. Now, what that means is, obvious the way Pasha plays, the type of a player he is, he's pretty aggressive. So when he has a good game, it basically propels his team forward, right? In a sense, you could tell from the rounds as well, and. He did have a great game, but then that 1v3 from Rubino basically started the comeback for Dignitas, and it shows how Counter-Strike, it's a game where only a few crucial rounds decide, you know, the winner. And I think Pasha especially could have played it better when they were left in a 2v1. He was moving around a lot and basically gave a chance to Rubino, and Rubino took it, had a 6 shot after that as well. And that's when, you know, VP maybe even tilted a bit. That's when they went for those weird buys as well. And in the end, Dignitas managed to power through.
Yeah, that buy towards the end of the game for me was a little bit suspect. That's ultimately when you've given up, I think. Like when you go for what they had, like scouts, max 7s, 1 and 4. Yeah. And it's just like, you could have ecoed that. It was 14-14, right? They could have just taken the eco and gone, okay, let's take this to overtime. Instead, they went for the full investment. And the last round, they had similar sort of scenes. Scouts, max 7s, 5-7s, and just didn't have enough to actually finish the game off. And it was actually very well played from Dignitas. Very disciplined, make sure they got 1 kill, slowed it right down, and then actually just took piece by piece of the map and actually accomplished their goal. So nice work from them.
Absolutely. So that puts them now on par with Astralis. They sit both with 1 win apiece in the opening day of ECS. We've got one more match coming up. Interesting one. It's the double French duo matchup.
The double French duo.
Yeah, whatever. Nice. French double-double. That's a Canadian term. French vanilla.
There's also a lot of Belgians in there. So.
There is, you're right. Good point. But it is G2 versus Envious, and I think this is going to be a perfect head-to-head to have, because we've been debating who's the best French team right now with Envious' slump. A lot of people are favoring with G2. I know Thorn made the tweet before the major, even after Envious faltered and went out. Or, sorry, before Envious faltered and went out in groups. So this is the first time we'll see them head-to-head in a while.
It's exciting. LDLC in the mix as well there for both teams as well. Yep. So we'll see what they bring to the table. Body looking actually pretty good yesterday. It's Devil who's yet to impress me, I have to say. I'm not saying their slump, their difficult times, anything to do with him, but in terms of individual play, haven't really seen anything.
This is like one of those weird situations where if it goes on, if you look back at LDLC's team, Body was the guy that always stood out. But again, Devil had sort of the recent string of form, which might have influenced Envy's decision. But this might turn out to be like North American Cloud9. They pick up a player first, but then Liquid comes in and picks up the other players, and they end up being the more consistent ones. You know what I mean? Like, Body is the more consistent player if you look back over the history. So if Devil doesn't start to have that form, all the more reason for G2 to outperform them. So we will take a break. That map is just around the corner. That matchup's just around the corner. We'll take a short break. When we come back, it's our last best of 3 for the European side of the bracket. Don't forget. This evening, though, there is still North American to come. ECS kickoff day. We'll see you soon.